Did you know that all cameras stop recording at 30 minutes?
Why?
Yeah. Because it's like copyright movie shit. Like you can't record longer.
You can't make it a right. Is that an Australian thing or is that like...
No, it's just cameras
in
worldwide.
general?
But I think...
Because Australia has some pretty fucking weird...
Yeah. I think in the States though... look at all my alarms. these are all
not like you listen to any of them, mate. You fucking dig
these are all the sunrise ones. And then we get into the 2 p.m.
Then we get into the fuck. I should really do something today.
Fuck, I have to do something.
Fuck, I actually do have to get up today. I can't just hibernate today.
All right, timer. Let's go 25. All right, start. And then when that goes off, we restart and then have a little break. All right. Do you want to intro me? Welcome back to the NoBullShit. Round of applause. We have a special. Okay, that's gonna be. Okay, all right. Welcome back. We have a special guest. It's episode 6.
Am I really that special?
No, it's just a guest. Welcome to the guest. You're gonna have to talk closer to the mic. Just bring it. You can hold it like this and talk like that, or you can leave it there and lean forward.
Just want to welcome everyone to the NoBullShit podcast today. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
We have one camera angle for this episode because this has to go out tomorrow, and I'm not fucked to edit about 3 different camera angles. So welcome back.
And you don't have 3 cameras.
Yeah, well, I don't even have 3 cameras anyway. So, well, no, we do. We have the phones. We have the GoPro.
I had a camera I could have brought.
We have another GoPro. I could have hooked up the GoPro. GoPro, camera, phones.
But no.
No, we could have hooked up all the cameras we have, but no. But yeah, it's episode 6. Welcome back.
It's a pleasure.
We made it. Noah's had some changes.
No, I am Noah, yeah.
This is Noah. Don't ask questions.
Yeah,
Noah's in Europe. He's in, he's in Venice right now.
Venice,
he's in fucking
Italy?
Venice. No, Venice, Germany.
Duh, mate, that's
Venice, Germany.
Yeah.
No, he's in fucking Venice, I think. I don't even know. I think he's in Venice, I'm pretty sure. So, big up Noah in Venice. He's coming back soon, I think, 10th of May, some shit. I don't fucking know. No, 10th of May he's coming back. So, yeah, so this has to go out tomorrow. We're behind schedule. We feel... Actually, no, we're ahead of schedule, but this just has to go out tomorrow, so...
It's just urgent.
It's just urgent.
It's
urgent. We're on the edge. We're on the brink of failure.
So he actually called, like, 3 other people and no one picked up. So then he called me and he's like, mate, I need someone. I need someone.
It's true. But yeah, so it's episode 6 and we're here. So yeah, round of applause. We made it. And we have fuck all topics because he has no topics. Right. Just here. He's just filling in the gaps.
I got a text yesterday. I was like at work and he was like, what are you doing tomorrow? I'm like, I got work at 3. And he's like, oh, so you got nothing in the morning? I'm like, nah. He goes, potty. Potty, mate.
Potty.
I'm like, yeah, get me on it, mate.
But yeah, we need to try and get a few reels out of it. Like a few
What
good.
Do you want me to do?
If
just
you have any
house, kick the table or something, just for content. Just I'll go out a shot and then I'll just fly in.
No,
destroy the whole.
Give us some later on. You can give us some inspirational quotes.
Inspirational quotes.
They'll do well on TikTok. You know, I inspire thousands of people. Everyone will be in the comments like, "Wow." That actually, the TikTok comments are something Noah and I are gonna address in a few episodes. I could address it now because it's out there. Yeah, we have a TikTok.
Yeah, no, I'll follow it, but I just like them, and then I'm like, yeah, they're doing shit.
No, some of them are doing alright. One of them's got like 700 likes. That's shit. Yeah, it's got like 6K views, and but yeah, the comments are something Noah and I are gonna address. I'll leave it for another episode.
I'm tempted to go have a look at the comments now.
You can have a look at the comments. While you do that, I'd actually like to appreciate all the audio listeners of the podcast because we filmed all of the episodes for the podcast before we actually got it out on Spotify and Apple Music and fucking iHeartRadio or wherever it's out on potty platforms. so shout out to all the audio listeners. I know there's a few who regularly actually go on there on Wednesdays. I've seen on the thing. It gets.
You got one that's got 3K and another one that's got 6K. I'll have a look. 20 comments. Here we go. Have a look.
Yeah. Noah and I are going to talk about some of them because it's quite funny. It's a whole topic I want to leave for another episode. But
I'm probably not well equipped to talk about comments that don't even associate with myself. So, you know.
Yeah, they all just talk about Noah and I.
They're all just like, and I'll be like, yeah, well, I'm not Noah, but I do have a good idea of what's going on here.
No, yeah. So big up all the audio listeners. I know you're an audio listener.
I am an audio listener.
You're on Spotify.
I was begging you to.
Yeah, you were one of the ones.
Because as someone that does listen to podcasts, I don't have like the YouTube Premium or whatever it is. So every time I'm trying to watch something on YouTube, I can't like turn my phone off. And like leave it. Yeah. It'll cut off. So as someone that like listens to I'll listen to them on the train and shit, going to uni and all that. So I'm like, okay, well, put it on that and I'll just let her go.
Lovely stuff.
Listen to you and
shout out all the people who said get the podcast on.
Listen to you and Noah just babble on about.
Yeah, that's it, man. It looks sick. When it got put up there, it's like the page. It's like it looks so legit, bro.
Like, you get like things like Spotify pages up, and you're looking at it like, holy fuck.
Yeah, like I'm on Spotify, mate. I'm on fucking Spotify. I'm on Spotify.
Look me up. It's not just playlists anymore.
Find me on Spotify.
But yeah, man.
Yeah, no, it's been good.
The set's looking good. Last time I came to your room, it was just like your office. It wasn't like anything to do with the set. But now
it's not bad. We got the logo.
Yeah, we got the old logo.
Yeah, the logo's curling a bit. We might need to sort something out with that.
Curl. Whoa. No. I'm looking at the spiking you use.
Oh, it's all right. That's me in editing. Has to cut that and then go zoop and bring it down. It's so annoying. Anyway. All right, so again, big up all the audio listeners. It's been good having that all up and shit. And shout if you're listening on audio, send me a message right now. Send me a DM. Send me a message on wherever your best place to contact me. Mate, you're not listening. You're on the podcast. No, I'm gonna send you. You're on the podcast.
I'm sending you a DM.
All right, send me a DM. Send the account a DM. If you're listening on audio, I'm pointing to the camera and then talking to the audio listeners. I'm intelligent. Okay, if you're listening on audio, send me a DM right now. Just send me a DM.
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't.
All right.
But yeah.
All right.
Where do we go from here?
Where do we begin? Let's check what topics we have. Okay. So the next 3 episodes. So this is episode 6, episode 7. So I have to do 2 more after this one. So this goes out tomorrow. The next one goes out, obviously next Wednesday and the week after. It's a hectic schedule. I can't. I have to fix my shit.
I'm hibernating.
No, that's it. No more hibernating. No, so we'll fix that up, and I'm gonna do 2 more, episode 7, episode 8, and then episode 9. Noah should be back and here. He's currently in Venice, as we said. Fucking on a boat, drowning.
Going around on a gondola.
Yeah, on a gondola, one of them ones.
Flying around on a
Flying
gondola.
through, going zoom, getting all the reels and
apparently
shit like that.
Apparently Venice is really dirty, you know.
Is it?
Apparently, it's really...
I'd love to go. You're Italian? You're Italian.
I'm Italian, but I don't... I've got family... most of my family I haven't even met because they're all in Italy and I've never been.
Where are they in Italy?
Like an hour outside of Naples. So it's
I went to Naples.
It's further towards central Italy, I think. And then it's an hour more to the south. And that's where I am. But
interesting.
Yeah, apparently I got 50 people that I'm related to that I just don't even know. Something like
50 people, mate.
No, it's a lot of people. And
it's a lot of motherfuckers.
We would get you telling me. And I'm scared and excited to meet them because Italians are very passionate people. Yeah. So I'll walk in and I'll see them, but I don't know what they I'll have no clue what they're saying. They're going to be speaking Italian. I don't know a lick of Italian.
Do you actually not?
I don't know.
Ciao.
Other than
ciao bello.
Buongiorno.
Boggi audio. Harry Vi Dirty.
You're going to start talking to me. I'm going to be like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. They're going to just be looking up at me and all I'm going to be, they're going to be tall. And I'm going to be like, yep, that's about it.
That's me. That's me. That's all you get in the package.
That's all
there is to it.
You get above average height and that's it.
So, you're the second guest on the show.
I'm the second guest.
We had Zach, now we had you, and I've got to fetch more guests. I've got to see.
Fetch them.
You'll probably be reoccurring quite a bit, and I guess Zach will be as well, probably.
We should get me, you, and Zach on one episode. I feel like that'd be... us 3 have a great dynamic.
We got to figure out, though, the more... shit. Because that was a pain in the ass to edit that one.
Because you don't have three mics.
No, we just have
So
these.
he was just kind of...
He was sitting over there, and he was shouting. He had Noah's mic. Yeah, but the thing was
so you and Noah were sharing a mic.
No, Noah and I were just this normal,
right.
And we just had Zach over there, and it recorded through my PC. His audio.
So he would have had to almost yell.
No, because he had his own mic, but his mic was so loud, like it was Noah's old mic or something.
Oh, I thought you meant you were only using these two, so you and Noah was sharing. No. He had one over there.
No.
Or he was just using some dog shit.
No, he wasn't using a dog shit mic, but the mic, it's one of the Rode ones. It's like one of the stand Rode ones. And
like the one on the camera now?
No. That's like
a shotgun.
Yeah, that's a shotgun mic. Yeah. No, the one he used, like it picked up so much of the background. So Noah and I were in the background of all of Zach's. Yeah. So I had to bring Zach's audio down, and then like it wasn't matching at some point, so it was just a pain. So it like with more mics and more people, it ideally needs to just be more of these and shit, because it's too hard to work around more fucking. And it just needs to add them to
you. Start getting more sponsorships outside of Powerade, mate.
There's no Powerade in the building today, unfortunately. In the bullshing. This is our studio. We've bought the whole building.
All of that's ours.
Yeah, it's all ours.
That's our empire.
Our fucking land, yeah.
No bullshit.
All right, what else have we got? Okay, this is a question I wanted to ask you, because I feel like we're close. We're good mates. We're good mates.
Would you consider that?
How much money would you spend to sit down in a movie theater
and watch our funniest moments?
Yeah. How much money are you willing to put on the line to watch?
A good amount.
Like how much?
Dude, like a good amount.
Would you drop every dollar in your bank?
Right now, yes, just because like
you're racking it up.
No, because I'm in a like now that I'm like starting, like I've actually got a job now. Yes. Got a job, IKEA for the win. So I got a job, and it's like the amount of money I have is a decent amount, but like I'm okay with losing it just because I'm I'm young.
Yeah.
If I lose it, whatever, I'm fucking.
So you'd pay every dollar.
I'd spend it all to watch that shit, because I know for a fact the amount of shit in PDHPE.
Think about the shit that
PDHPE alone. Like I would pay every.
No, think about all the shit that wasn't recorded as well.
Yeah.
Like there's stuff that's recorded.
No, see, here's the thing. I would pay every cent I have in my bank account to watch just the PDHPE moments, and I'd want 2 camera angles. I'd want one camera angle on us, and I'd want one camera angle on D-Pass watching us.
One on D-Pass and
one on D-Pass and just one on
us.
us three, like me, you, and Josh. Just us three, and then I just want to see, because I know for a fact, like, there have been times where we were fucking around and we were in hysterics, right? And I'd just look over to see if we've been, and Deepa's just looking at us like this. like, what the fuck are you doing? And I just love, and to just hear his thought process. Like, these fucking idiots, bro. Like, I know for a fact there was at least one moment that man was looking at us and go, they have no hope. They're beyond all help at this point. They are beyond all help. And I know for a fact that was something that occurred.
Fuck it up. Yeah, good time.
PDHP alone.
PDHP is good. You know, it was a year ago when we broke Josh's laptop. Like a few days ago.
Laptop, all right?
Should we put it on screen? Let's put Josh's laptop breaking on screen. Cut to clip.
You fucking dumbass.
Whoops.
Wow, how sick was that clip of Josh?
No, I'll have you know, right? I want to clear this up. It was 2 parties involved. Okay.
Now it's showing a replay in slow-mo as you say this.
No, because it didn't. It's just the aftermath.
That's the aftermath.
What happened was, Josh was fucking with my laptop, right? Because I was actually feeling productive today. I got so many notes done. It was crazy. You should have seen me. I was it was ridiculous. And he kept turning the laptop off and shutting the screen.
Yeah.
So then I did it back to him. Right, and I did it, and then he did it to me, and then I was waiting. I was like, all right, I was in my mind. I'm like, I'm gonna wait 5 minutes, so he thinks, okay, we stop doing it now. Right, okay, we're not doing this anymore. We're doing our work, and then I'll do it to him. He'll be like, he'll get all annoyed. You know how he gets. He'll be like, stop me. You know how he gets. Shout out, Josh. We love you, man. We love you, bro.
Is he watching? I doubt he's watching.
Bro, I don't think he's watching. He's probably playing, League of Legends or something. I don't know. But anyway. I was on my notes. I see my peripheral. He's like, okay, he's done. So I went and he's seen me go. So what he did, because he's the smartest guy we know, right? He decides, right, I'll use this laptop as an example. He's typing, okay? And as I go to push it down, he gets a fist. He uses his whole fist. He doesn't use his hand, he uses a fist. And as the screen's coming down, he punches it. He punches the thing up. Right? So we had the slight force, right? Because I wasn't like slamming it down. I was like just pushing it down, and then he full belt went like Mike Tyson on this fucking laptop, right? He went bow, and then I like immediately knew because my hand, I felt like the power on the back of the screen, and it just like shook, and I was like, he's gonna open that laptop and not be happy, bro.
And it was gone, and then we just sat there in silence.
No, he sat there in stillix, and he goes, "Oh my god!" And then we just were in hysterics. And I remember because everyone was turning, because we were at the back left-hand corner of the classroom, right? We were in the back left-hand corner, and everyone's turning around to look at us, and we're just dying of laughing. And what are we gonna tell him? Yeah, we just busted his laptop. But it all turned out okay because he had Apple Care.
Apple Care.
Apple Care came through, and
you bring up Apple Care.
I offered to pay for the repair, but there was no need because Apple came in a clutch and was like, "Nah, we got it, champ."
Bro, my jaw hurts from smiling. You know, your jaw.
Yeah.
You can't smile anymore, but you just smile.
That was it was golden moments, bro.
Golden moment. That was a top moment. That was
I'm gonna say like year 11, because there were a few classes when it was us three in the same class, and that was like through the end of year 10 and into year 11. Those were the golden. That was the golden era of comedy.
Yeah.
And then us two carried it over into Cooper's math class.
Yeah.
With his sayings were out of this world. Like, riddle me this Batman. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's good times. How good's school?
I hated it.
Nah, it was fun.
I genuinely hated it.
I know, but it was fun.
Because everyone gives me shit right now that I've got a job at, like, in my house. Everyone's like giving me shit. They're like, they're like, oh, you only just got a job when you're 18. It's like, yeah, but I couldn't have gotten a job in high school because I hated it. Like, I had to try so hard to do well in high school because I hated it so much. If I did get a job, I know for a fact I would have over-prioritized that job and just flunked school. Yeah. Because I hated it. So I was like, okay, like, I literally cannot get a job. Otherwise, I will just not do school. Yeah.
It was bad. It wasn't.
No, but, like, I'm not saying, like, we went to a shit school. Like, we got...
No, we didn't go
they brought the cane back and started smacking us around. It wasn't a shit school. It was just, like...
It was just school. It was just school, yeah.
And people take school, you know.
We have fun.
You know, like,
we have fun.
It's not like we're...
Okay.
It's not like we're...
Yes. Let's just start calling people out.
I'll call you out now. We'll just blur his name out.
Just blur a bunch of people's name out.
Yeah.
And then when...
I call him out. You and you.
Oh, for God's sake. This is so bland and so... There's no substantial content in this. It's just us talking.
Mate, it's just us rambling.
It's just ramble.
How bad high school was.
No, it's fine.
My advice to anyone still in high school, drop out.
Drop out now.
Drop
the fuck out right now.
You go to the principal right now.
Right now. It's I want out.
You just want...
I want out.
All right.
That's it. It's just the one smoke. That's the clap test to sing it. The next 3 episodes are going to be bland as fuck because one of them could just be me. I might just hear by myself.
Hi guys.
Hi guys, welcome back to No Bullshit.
And they'll be like, so Nick, what do you think of this? Well, you know.
Just talk to myself literally like
people
that.
People are going to just be like, they're going to watch like the guests get lower and lower and the content, like substance of the content get lower and lower. And then it's going to be like, holy shit, he's turned into a schizophrenic. It's like, you're just sitting here talking to yourself like, yeah, so what do you think of that? Yeah, you know, it's not bad.
I literally use both mics too.
You're like going from
hey guys.
Yeah, how you doing?
Yeah, not bad. No, when Noah comes back, everything will be back in line. Hopefully, Noah will bring some good content from Europe, mate. And then we hope so. He just comes back. He's like, yeah. No,
honestly, don't remember any of it.
Well, I went to Europe. That's something Noah would say. Comes back for episode 9 or whatever it is.
I honestly don't even remember.
Wait, I went to Europe. Wait, Amsterdam. What happened in Amsterdam? Oh,
where even is Amsterdam?
No, so fuck, I keep going to say something and I just forget.
There's too many thoughts and then it just...
there's so many thoughts, mate. They're coming left, right, and centre. They're coming from every direction.
Mate.
Oh yeah, no. So we're doing a podcast every week. Like no matter how shit the content might be,
it has to be alright.
We're gonna do our very best to do one every week. Otherwise, if we didn't want to stick by that, I don't think I'd be doing this now, and I wouldn't do any until Noah comes back. But I do want to stick to one every week. Exactly, yeah. I don't want to drop any consistency. So, welcome to NoBullShit, the best podcast in the world.
There's no other podcast that is better.
There's nothing better.
There's nothing better.
Nothing better than
You're
this.
in the pinnacle of
the best
audio
podcast.
entertainment.
Go give it give it ratings and shit. If you're an audio listener, give it 5 stars, whatever. I don't know if it does any. Set stars. Notifications. You can put notifications.
Rate it 5 stars. Leave us a little comment, or and you might.
Can you comment on podcasts?
You can like leave little reviews and stuff.
Oh, reviews.
So if you leave a little review, just a nice, cute little comment, something that'll make us laugh, we'll read it out. We'll read it out.
Yeah, we'll read out comment.
We will read one out. And you might be that one, so just leave us.
You might be that comment.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't seen comments on shit on Spotify.
I might be. I know there's a few platforms that do it. I don't know if Spotify does it, but I know like the Apple Music or whatever it is.
Oh, right.
Platform you can run platform podcast.
Apple Podcasts. Yeah,
whatever it is, you can leave reviews on that. Comments on YouTube, stuff like that.
Drop a comment on YouTube. We'll read our comments on YouTube. On the YouTube. Put it down. The shorts have been doing well. Actually, yeah, we can talk about that. So the shorts have been doing fucking well. Like I posted
can I just say, as someone that is like an audience member of the content, it's really like it's actually entertaining.
Is it?
Like I find myself like genuinely like laughing and like responding to the content, whereas other things I'll be like, up scroll, like that mindless kind of scroll.
Yes.
That might be a bit of bias because like we're
potentially, yeah.
But I genuinely find the content entertaining.
Thanks, mate.
So,
thanks.
Big up.
Appreciate it. Content is good.
Content is
bagging. Right, left, right, and center. No, it's good. I'm happy to hear. Glad to hear your thoughts. We've got a lot of
plans.
Plans. That's the one.
Good
plans. Things lined up. Big things to come. So yeah. That's about it, mate. Exciting stuff. It's exciting news, to be honest with you.
What else have we got in the topics, mate?
Oh, yeah. There's some good ones.
The importance of spending alone time.
Yeah.
That's actually a great one. I think it's very, very important.
Yes.
I'm
I know. No, I thought this would be a good topic for us.
Yeah, I think it's really, really important.
Yeah.
But that's coming from someone. Like, I feel like I switch really heavy when it comes to, like, being an introvert and an extrovert.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I'm with a bunch of people that I'm very, very comfortable around, like you and Josh and our friend group, as you know, I'm very extroverted. Like, I'm very, like, loud.
Yeah.
But if I'm any time outside of that, I kind of don't want anything to do.
Yeah.
And that's half the reason why I don't go to, like big things or big events like parties and that. Just because I don't like that scene and I don't like having to like conversate with people I don't know and most likely don't like. So
okay.
I think it's.
I hear what you mean. Yeah.
As someone coming from me, I actually 9 times or 8 times out of 10 prefer to be like on my own rather than being, or at least like
I agree.
We've talked about it before. I very much like also would rather. Instead of being in a group of like 5 or 6, just being like 1 or 2, like one-on-one kind of outing.
Yeah.
Or like three person outings.
Yeah, I guess it's subjective though as well. A lot of people might like being in a group environment.
Like I know people.
It's very subjective, but I think for the two of us, I think time to ourselves, I think we value quite a lot. I just sent Melbourne by myself for 4 days because that's what I needed. Like I felt like I needed that.
I reckon I'm gonna pull the same thing because I've got cousins that live in Melbourne that I haven't seen in ages.
Yeah, just do it, man. Send it. It's good.
Well, because I was doing my uni timetable because the spring session came out and I didn't realize how big of a gap I've got in between. I've got a 10-week gap. Between
10 weeks.
10 weeks in between the end of semester 1 and the start of semester 2.
Yeah, right.
Because I know a lot of other schools, like I got a friend, like one of my really good friends, he does urban planning in UNSW. I thought it was UCID, UNSW. And he does trimesters. So he'll have like smaller sessions, but like the breaks are also smaller because he has to do 3 sessions.
Yeah.
But we've got bigger sessions, then we've got a fat 10-week gap in between it. I was literally looking at my schedule. Good. I was literally looking at my schedule like, I must have fucked this up. There's no way that I've got a 10-week like, gap. I'm looking back like, I've fucked up my timetable for sure. There is no way. But
that's good.
But no, like...
Yeah. No, go send a trip somewhere. Just go somewhere.
I'm gonna go Melbourne, and then I want to go. I really want to go to Japan at the end of the year.
Yeah, international shit's big though. I think it's just good. Even just like you can go up the coast and shit as well, just to get away.
Chuck a Goldie.
Chuck a Goldie. Yeah, Goldie works. I was thinking about the Goldie, because flights were like $40. Literally $40.
Yeah, what was
one way. So I was like,
was the wing on fucking
yeah,
the wing's on fucking
Mr. Carl. What's his name? Carl. What's his
Can
name?
you imagine if he watches the podcast?
Carl. Carol.
Carol? No. Carol.
Wait, let's restart the camera.
Alright, we're restarting the camera. Hold on.
Welcome back. Ad break intermission.
And go.
And cut. If you didn't know, we have 10 people behind the camera.
There's actually a live studio audience.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, round of applause. Everybody, round of applause. Thank you very much for being here today.
We had Jimmy Kimmel's studio band in the.
We'll add Jimmy fucking Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel right here. My arms around him right now.
Jimmy's right here. He's Jimmy Kimmel.
That's our Jimmy Kimmel joins the NoBullShit podcast.
That's the title.
That's the title.
We have a title.
Totally not clickbait.
Clickbait. Jimmy Kimmel
is here.
Jimmy Kimmel. What were we saying?
Go and just go on a place.
Oh yeah, the Goldie. $40 to the Goldie. Yeah. I was thinking about it because I was like, when I went to Melbourne, it was still I was getting away and shit, 4 nights, 5 days, get away, but I was still working. Yeah, I was still getting content daily. So at least if I went to the Gold Coast, I can take my camera and shit and get content, but it's more laid back. Go to the beach, go do fuck all. So, but yeah. So
you took that personally, Jesus.
What? No, yeah. So go get away. Get back up. Get spend some time to yourself.
So. If I have to.
If I must.
All right then.
Yeah. Alone time. Alone time is essential. For some.
But how do you spend it? If say not working, right? So I feel like a lot of my alone time I spend working because I'm working on so many different things.
Yeah, actually, I was going to talk to you about
because I got job work now, my actual job. I got uni, then I'm working on all this other stuff in the background. Yeah. So it's pretty much all I'm doing is working at this point. So if you all have those nights where you might finish work a bit early, around 11 or 12, and then you'll have 3 hours. It's okay, I'm just what do you do?
Yeah.
I know I'm a sucker for anime, so I'll just watch right now I'm watching One Piece because I'm trying to catch up on the 50 million episodes that I have to catch up on.
I don't know shit about anime.
I got it on my.
He's got to focus. We're a bit far away.
If you can see,
it's not gonna focus.
Monkey D. Luffy on my phone, but
right. No, I don't watch
binge it for 3 hours till 3 in the morning, and then I'll check my phone and I'll be like,
do that. I can't do that. I feel like I'm just wasting my time watching shit.
No, but I feel like it's essential, and
you feel like everything's essential.
No, it is. You need a good balance in everything to make sure.
I don't know. I get what you mean, but I feel like when I'm watching it, I'm always just thinking in the back of my mind, I could be doing this, I could be doing that, I could be working.
But you know what I do because I used to be the exact same. What I do is I have an app. Any notes will do, but I use what's it called? Minimalist. It's a list making app. Right. So what I'll do is for the next couple days, or for the next day, or for the week, I'll make a list of all the shit I got to get done. So I'll get a bunch of stuff done, and then when I'm chilling out, watching whatever, taking a break, and I'm thinking about that, I'll check my list. I can see how much I've already gotten done, and I'll be it kind of reassures me. It's I've already gotten all pretty much everything I need to get done. And I can say there's 2 things I have left to do. I'm I can smash that out in 2.5, 3 hours tomorrow morning. Because I don't wake up at 1 in the afternoon. I try and wake up at a decent hour.
Hey, it's 11 o'clock and we're halfway through a podcast.
And we're not going to talk about, I called you maybe an hour ago,
an hour ago. I answered.
With just woken up.
Yeah, because it was 9:30. I woke up at 9:30. No, it wasn't. I woke up. You literally called me 10 seconds after I woke up.
Oh, 10 seconds.
Yeah, the alarm went off.
You're really going on technicalities here, champion. It wasn't the alarm. It was up for 10 whole seconds.
Swear. Let's check the time you called me. We're going to check the time.
It was 9... No, it was
9:32.
Yeah,
9:32. My alarm would have gone off at 9:30.
Oh, so a good 2 minutes.
Yeah, guys, solid
Got
120 seconds. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Thanks, mate. Thanks. Yeah, we're up and awake. Lost our timer. There we go.
No, it's all good, man.
Oh, yeah. Well, thanks for coming on the potty. And,
Mate, it's my pleasure.
It's great to be here. No, we're still going. I don't know why.
Yeah, we're not closing. No, that's it.
Far from done. Far from over. What if we just sat here for like 5 hours?
Yeah, bro, just 5-hour podcast, 5-hour potty.
We just sitting.
We went in with nothing, came out with everything. But honestly, that's the best kind of conversation though, when you don't really plan it, and then because the best conversations build on each other.
That's true. Yeah, yeah, that's what I noticed. I didn't think that had happened, but like with the first few episodes, I thought we had like nothing to talk about.
Because that's why you have so many fucking dumb podcasts online these days. Not saying this one's dumb.
No, it is. It is.
No. It's the NoBullShit podcast. This is the pinnacle of audio entertainment as we established. All right, but
plug
2 thumbs up, mate.
Double thumbs up.
But like people will have like deep conversations and it'll build on each other, and they'll be like, "Damn, we should start a podcast, bro." You know what I mean? Like, you're like, bro, you know, it would be sick, man, if we started a podcast. Like people have one deep conversation, they're like, "Damn, bro, we're so like insightful." Tunnel vision, man.
There's literally no one high.
Not to call anyone out, but
not to make any names, but no bullshit. Bullshit. You know why it's called no bullshit? Because it is just bullshit, and it's a play on words.
It's quite ironic.
It's
a juxtaposition.
Bit of irony.
Yeah,
bit of metaphorically
Miss Coleman would be proud of me for using that one.
Yeah, I never spoke to her. In my life.
No, you're a lucky bastard. Then. Mate, you were gonna live. I could live a long, happy, and healthy life. Not talking to that woman ever.
All right. Noah and I spoke about this, but I want to get your take on it.
My take. Right.
Where do you see the world in 50 years?
50 years.
What do you 50 years time from today? What do you see? What do you see around you? What are things like? Yeah.
Thinking optimistically.
Okay.
I feel like everything's going to be very, and from my perspective as like someone in business, like with a business mindset, everything's going to change towards, like right now, if you look at a business model, the thing on top, like most priority is profitability and revenue. Obviously, it's a business. You make it to make money. Yeah. You don't make a business to fucking go into debt. Well, maybe you do. I don't know what you're doing. But I reckon that's going to change to environmental sustainability. Like I reckon the whole preservation, of the environment and taking into account what we're doing and on like changing into more sustainable environmental practices like sustainable energy. I reckon all of that's going to be like the thing,
Okay. Yeah.
Things like which as like I'll use Tesla as an example because everyone does. Like you look at any damn conversation, movie, podcast, anything. Everyone's like,
Tesla.
"Oh, well, if you look at Tesla, if you look at old mate Elon, like that's the future." Like they're already like looking at expand because right now they're looking at domestic transportation. Right, they're looking at people day to day driving to work to do whatever. Looking at solving that issue and reducing their carbon footprint by using electric cars. But now they're already moving into like logistics and shit. Like they're making the pickup trucks, the semi-trailers.
Yeah.
They're already looking into to how that's going to affect everything.
Yeah.
So I think there's going to be a lot of technological advancement. There's going to be a lot of expansion because like statistics show that our population isn't going to decrease. It's going to keep going.
Yeah.
So there's going to be an increase in high density urban living. So like very Tokyo-esque. Stuff like that, which I don't mind because I prefer.
Yeah, I like that.
And that's mainly because like I've always said, A, I don't want kids. B, I am always out doing stuff. So I don't mind if like I don't need a house. You know what I mean? Like I'm never at home. I'm always out.
But you need a place to stay.
I need a place to stay, but it doesn't need to be like the size of a house.
Oh,
okay, like I'm happy with an apartment.
Yeah.
Like my ideal, like obviously, like I'd like a spacious apartment.
Yeah.
Like my dream apartment would be like that New York City style, like loft apartment, very spacious, very open plan design, a lot of natural light. But I don't need a house.
Yeah. I get what you mean.
Like I really just need to be there. Like sure, I have like an office set up there as well as wherever I'm working or whatever I'm working outside of it. But really, it's just like a place to shower and sleep.
Yeah.
Not really. Like I don't need it. Like I'm not raising a family there.
I get what you mean.
Yeah.
I hear you.
I don't need that. But that's where I think we're going. I think we're going very environmental.
Very Elon based.
Very, very like environmentally focused.
Yeah.
To the point where that becomes a thing. And that's just because like all the old head politicians don't want to deal with it nowadays. And they're like, oh, the next guys will deal with it. Which, you know.
Oh, it's funny.
We can't afford it. It's like, we can't afford it. Well, as a young people, we can't afford most things. Like, talk about house prices, bro. It's
yeah.
We live in...
Especially here.
Yeah, well, I mean, as two 18-year-olds living in what is now classified the most expensive city in the Southern Hemisphere, we are simply never going to own a property unless we make millions and millions of dollars off the notion.
It's true, though. It is.
Podcast.
It's true.
Run it up, guys. We're trying to...
You can have a cut. All guests get a cut.
I was... when we were talking about... we were talking about, like, if we moved out in a few years and, like, rented an apartment together to split the cost, we would still be paying... All right, so there was a decent apartment we were looking at in a new building for... Was it a month or a week? It would have been a week.
It's weekly. You pay
weekly,
rent.
yeah. No, but like sometimes they split it into
very rare.
like a month, so you're still paying weekly amounts, but it just lets you know how much you're making in a month on when you're buying it. Rather than it depends. But in this case, it was the weekly, and it was $610 a week. And like anyone else living anywhere else in the world, like, are probably looking at us like $610 a week. That's fucking ridiculous, but that's actually pretty good. $610 a week.
610 is pretty good
for what we were looking at. And the reason, like, because where we are now, it's nice, but because it's still considered to be under development, like there's still buildings being built and blocks going up, it lowers the price a bit.
Yeah.
So if we were roommates,
that's $305 a week.
$305 a week each.
Which
plus,
is...
But it's like the cost of living as well. Like, you know, we'll have...
Oh, yeah, you pay other shit as well.
Yeah, so there's bills. My dad and I were talking about it, because I talked to my dad about all, like, this financial stuff, because he's in that... he works in that industry. Yeah. And, dude, he was like, yeah, you'd still be paying, like...
15 grand, at least. So, I'd say 20 grand each
just on rent.
A year.
Just on rent.
15 grand, if we paid $305 a week
just on rent, though.
15 grand just on rent.
Yeah.
I'm saying 20 grand.
It'd be, like, more towards the 800 mark, including bills and groceries. So, if you put... like 805, right?
We're doing quick maths.
Okay,
yeah. So say like 300 a week for.
That's 41k a year for a cost of living each.
that's
assuming we don't split bills. Like assuming we don't split. Like say I wanted to be generous and I paid all the bills and all you had to do was give me half the rent. Right? So I was paying all the bills. That's how much I'd be paying with half the rent.
41.
That's not cheap.
It's a lot of moolah.
And we're not. Keep in mind, we haven't bought anything. This is all rent.
Like we put a deposit on a house.
We're renting here. Like this.
Yeah, this is rent. This is fucking rent.
And and what the government's trying to do is or the banks, they're trying to lower the deposit required. Like it was 30 grand, and now they're lowering it to 15 grand. So if you can put 15 grand down deposit, they'll give you the mortgage loan.
It's pretty good, to be fair.
People still can't afford it. 15 grand.
Really?
Yeah, bro. Because the bills.
We can do that. Two of us together, we can put 15 grand down.
Yeah, so let me put this to you, right? You know how much we were talking about how much we'd put on to watch our funniest moments? It's either that or we put a deposit down.
I'm going deposit on a house.
I don't know about you, but I want to watch the funny moments.
No, I'm going deposit on a house or apartment. I'm not. We're
sharing though.
I'd drop a... Oh,
this
that's
just
sharing.
you. This is us.
Oh,
this
is
us.
Okay, no. If it's together, I'm going funny moments.
Funny moments.
Over a property for us both. Yeah.
I was fucking around. I'm taking the house, bro.
No. If it's for us, it's stupid to go get the house. If it's for me alone, and I had the choice of funniest moments or deposit on a house, probably.
Us sharing a house would not go well.
No, we can still do it for like a few years.
Get your fucking kids out of my room.
No,
before I drop kick them down the fucking street.
We can still do it, but just not for like 20 years. We can't live in a place
for yourself, mate.
Okay, yeah, we're living in a place for 20 years
20
together.
years minimum.
No,
minimum.
Yeah.
Minimum.
That's gonna be
minimum.
We've lost the audio. Audio's gone.
Have we?
Here we go. We're back.
I thought you meant in total.
Back in business. We cut the whole audio. We used the road mic for the audio. Imagine. Let's cut to the road mic. Right. So this is how the environment actually sounds. And now let's cut back to proper mics. And now this is the proper mics.
I only speak.
You see the difference.
Quality equipment.
Well, okay, fair enough.
I didn't speak when you spoke.
Yeah, good. Well, I spoke, so you can go fuck yourself.
All right, I will.
All right, I will.
I'm off then.
All right.
Oh, bro.
Oh, what an episode. What an episode. Welcome to No Bullshit, the best podcast in the world.
Dude.
Let's talk. Oh, when we were talking about that, you mentioned politics and shit. We should talk about politics because the election's coming up. The federal election is coming up.
I'm not very well versed in
politics.
Me
neither. I don't care.
Like, this is going to be the first election I've ever voted in, and I'm jumping straight in the deep end with the federal election. Like,
yeah, I know. Yeah.
I mean, let's be real. Both the candidates are clowns. Like, they're both fucking clowns.
I don't know, and I don't really care. To be
like, Scott Morrison is just...
I just want to know who's going to have more of a direct impact on me personally as an individual. If whoever's going to do a better job for me individually, I'll vote for them.
I actually...
Otherwise, if they're just impacting the grand scheme of things, I don't really care.
What you can divvy it up into is people that are more like trade union associated jobs, like average working class people. Yeah. They will be more inclined to vote Labor. Like, their policies like help them more. And liberals tend to focus more on I don't want to say stuff that is wrong because I'm not like 100% sure, but they're more, I'm pretty sure, like I guess you could say like expansion focused maybe is the correct term to use. Like, if I was a business owner, I'd be more inclined to vote Liberal. Right, is what I'm saying. Okay. You know, they're known for privatizing government industries, which for a business could be very good. But as someone who's working a 9 to 5, they'd fucking hate it, because if they're privatizing like the train line, then the cost of having to catch a train would increase. Yeah. Because then it's no longer the government setting the price; it's whichever business runs it is setting the price. Yeah. Where you stand, I don't know, because you're in the middle ground between like. Yeah, working like just average working class, and like you're doing your own thing still, you know. Like, you're a freelance photographer, you run your own projects, but you're not like a business owner, you know. What I mean? Yeah. So I would actually I'd say where you are right now, you'd probably be more inclined to vote Labor, because that's what I'm going to vote.
Vote for the Greens.
Vote for the Greens, mate. But do you watch 50 years? In next 50 years?
Yeah, that's true. What if the Greens might win?
The Greens will pull through, mate. You watch.
What if I just vote for an independent fucker?
Yeah, wait. We'll get Kanye West to go for PM like he went for president.
Kanye West.
Kanye, PM, come down here, mate.
PM of Australia.
That'd be something else.
That'd be... Oh, jeez.
It would be.
It would be something else. It would be something else.
Who's our Kanye West? We'll get Guy Sebastian to go for PM. I just said Guy Sebastian because my family's been watching The Voice. So I'll go through the living room from my room to, like, I don't know, get a cup of tea or something, and I'll just see Guy Sebastian.
Sebastian sitting in a big red chair.
But the thing is, the Guy Sebastian is like Australia's equivalent of Michael Bublé, because he never shows his face unless the voice. Like, if the voice is on, Guy's there. But when the voice is on, the guy disappears.
There's no guy.
Same way,
guy goes.
Michael Bublé only comes out of his hidey hole during Christmas. When it's not Christmas, Michael Bublé doesn't exist. He's not a person. He's just not there, right? As soon as it's Christmas, it's, you know, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. There he is. He's there. He just pops out, and everyone's like, "God, that guy! I remember that guy." And he's laughing because he'll make like a year's worth of money in that 1 month. And then he'll just go back to...
He makes his money in Christmas.
He will make like, fuck a year. He'll make like 3 years worth of like money in that 1 month in every December. And then he'll just back to fucking... Back to Turks and Caicos. I'm out.
Fucking Michael Bublé.
Michael Bublé.
That's a TikTok right there. I said that already. What the truth behind Michael Bublé?
He's not a real person. He's a robot.
Michael Bublé.
You know those movies where like the clones are like in those like chambers and they have like the wires connect. That's Michael Bublé, and every month he'll be let out to infect the world with his like influence,
with his Christmas music.
Yeah, and then he'll come back. He'll be like, back in, you go. Back in the cage.
Back in.
Get in there, mate. That's what he does. I've seen it.
Oh god.
First hand.
You see Michael Bublé.
Mate, I was at the raid. I've been in Area 51.
Who's some let's talk about famous people. Anyone famous you met?
Anyone famous that I met? Oh, I haven't met a lot of famous people.
Really?
I met, when I was really young, Kevin Rudd.
Oh, yeah.
I met Big Kev. Well, actually, no. I can't say I met Big Kev, because Big Kev is another Australian icon. I think may he rest in peace. But I met Kevin Rudd, and at the time I had no idea who he was. Like we were in Canberra, and my parents were like, "Oh, it's Kevin Rudd," and they sent me over to shake his hand, and I went over to shake his hand. I'm shaking this old dude's hand. I'm like, "Such a pleasure to meet you." I'm like, in my mind, like I was so lost.
I'll try and think. Is there anyone famous?
I met a few NBL guys. Like,
okay,
I've met quite a few
NBL guys. Aren't really
like through famous, like basketball shit. I've met them.
Yeah.
None of the big shots though. Like, I've met I met what's his name, Wally. At a gym. I don't think I even told you about this yet because this was like after high school when I went into a gym. It was Ride Aquatic. I went into Ride Aquatic. He was just there.
Oh yeah.
And we were just like, we actually shot around a bit, like because there wasn't a lot of people in there. I mean, there were a few.
Curios has gone there a bit.
Yeah, I've seen Kyrgios on his story.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, I've seen Kyrgios. No. I've seen him like on socials there.
Yeah.
And I've met a few a fair few of the Kings guys, just because the Wolves facility, the team I play representative for, they the Kings facility, the training facility is right next door. So I've seen him around, but none of the big shots. Like I haven't, like when LaMelo Ball was playing here, I didn't meet him.
Oh yeah.
I know his trainer though. Like LaMelo Ball's trainer from Illawarra. I know him. And like Jalen. Oh, you know that Jalen. You don't follow the NBL Kings, though.
Not really.
Yeah, the King. They've got this guy. His name's Jalen Adams.
Yeah,
and he's on like I think he's with the Pelicans. He's like a
two-way
contract or something.
Oh right.
And he is doing wonders for our team. He's averaging like 20 something and 7 or something.
Right.
I'll have a look. But
big up Fabius.
If Jalen Adams is watching, you're a great man. You're a great man. You're one hell of a basketball player. Teach me your ways. I can't think of many famous.
Yeah, neither can I. I feel like, I don't know. I haven't really met that many people.
Yeah, dude. Like, I don't get out much, bro. Like, I'm like...
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I'm not going out to meet these individuals. I feel like I'm forgetting someone. Like,
yeah, I feel like there's someone who've like come across but not really like properly.
Yeah, Jalen Adams right now is averaging 26 and 5. That's
pretty good.
It's very good.
Pretty damn good.
The stuff he can do on like the offensive side of the ball is
good on him.
It's very good.
All right, think of a topic. Go. Top of your head.
I don't know. I've been thinking about buying a car.
Same.
Thinking about buying a car. But like I know you're not a big car guy.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like I'm a big like car guy. Like anyone that knows what like JDM is and like Japanese, like that whole scene, like the Japanese street racing scene. I'm very much into that. So like, I'd love to get like an old Japanese car, like a Nissan, like S14, S15, or like a 180 SX or something like that, and just do it up and just have like the coolest fucking car, and then do that up.
Yeah, I want to do something like that too, like an older type car.
Yeah, and
do it up, and it's just something that looks like vintage to an extent.
Because I was torn for the longest time, right, between like the old Japanese stuff and like the modern day like supercar stuff. Because there's a massive debate in the car community about like you have the JDM people and then the supercar people like just going at each other's throats all the time. They're like, you really think a fucking Nissan could do a Lamborghini in a race? And so you're a fucking idiot. It's like, well, if you did the Nissan up right and you put the right engine in it, it probably could do a stock Lamborghini in a race. Yeah. But it's not saying, like, I appreciate both areas. And now what I like is there are a lot of companies that are like putting the Japanese street style on these supercars. Like you can get a Ferrari 458 or a 488, I think they're doing now, or a Lambo, and you can put all these Japanese cosmetic body kits on it and make it look like fucking way better than it looks stock. So I would do that. Like if I had all the money in the world, my garage would just be like obviously a few Japanese old classics in there, but just a bunch of modern day supercars that have been completely like custom decked out. Yeah. Because and then in my mind too, it's like you're making the car more personalized to you. Like any dickhead that's got a few $100,000 to spend that wants to look like he's more important than he actually is can go and buy like a Lamborghini Huracan or something. But if you buy like an Aventador and then put an extra 50 to 100K in it on parts and cosmetics and like you really make that your car, like I really like that idea. Like that, it's like really my car. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Cars.
That'd be dope.
Fucking cars. How good's cars?
They are good.
Might restart the cameras. Ad break.
You mentioned earlier, right? You wanted me to give an inspirational quote.
Are we back on? We're back on.
Yeah, we're back on.
Okay, we're back on.
We're back on.
Okay,
mate,
go.
this is your podcast. I'm more. You got to get with the program.
I thought we were waiting to...
No.
There we go.
Because you mentioned to me that you wanted me to give an inspirational quote, which I found quite funny because I'm probably the least inspirational person you know.
I want you to take over TikTok right now. I actually want you. We're going to take some time. I'm going to keep this rolling, but take some time to think of something like a good, not like 5 words, like think of something good you can say for like maybe 20 seconds and it's going to be a banger TikTok. And if it does shit, I'm going to be pissed. Think of something good. Like I want you to be like, you know those podcasts that come up on TikTok and then someone says something like really banger?
Yeah, it's...
I want you to do something like that. Take over TikTok right now. 1 million views. It's coming from this fucking
Stand by.
Please help. And then when it does well,
there's one that I do know. It goes along the lines of like, if a lion is raised in captivity, right? Then the only thing that it knows throughout its lifetime is like the environment, a captive environment. Like it all it knows is the enclosure it's been in, the cage it's been in. And if that's the case, if that's all it knows and it's comfortable in that environment, then you'd think there'd be no reason to lock the cage because it wouldn't want to leave the cage. But they still do. And the reason they still do is because there's always that inner instinct letting that lion know there's something else out there, you know, to go and find.
Yep.
And I feel like a lot of people live in that situation. They have been locked into a lifestyle or a job that they don't really like, but it's all they've known, but they still have that instinct to like go and find more or go into an industry, regardless if you have the training or not, or the expertise or not, you'd still want to go do something. So you need to follow that instinct. You need to go and push out to that unknown area. That's my wise advice.
And cut TikTok. And then round of applause. Well done.
Average.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty average.
That's
man.
all right. It's pretty good.
There was one...
Good stuff.
There was one that I actually saw. It was something about a river or something. I don't know.
Oh, God.
But, that's probably going to do...
That's going to do me.
It's going to be a very mediocre... It's going to be a very mediocre TikTok. Actually, no, there's one...
No, it's all right.
There is a quote that... All
right, here we go. Get in.
Yeah. There is a quote. I think it was Jackie Chan that said it. And it was his advice to someone to be like water, to be water. And I really, and when you looked into it, especially now, and it relates to the question you just asked me about how the world's going to change in not even 50 years, but like in the next 10 to 15 years. Like there's going to be a lot of change happening. Even now in our own lives, like leaving high school and now having to actually like really take initiative in like what we do. You got to be like water. And what that means is you got to be able to change with the environment around you. So if I take a glass of water and pour it into a cup, it's going to turn into the shape of that cup. If I put it in a bowl, it's going to become the bowl. You got to be like water in an environment that's constantly changing, because that's when success really, that's when success grows and thrives. If the environment is changing and if I run a business and the environment is changing and I don't change what I'm doing to meet it, I'm going to fall behind and I'm not going to see growth.
Yeah.
You have to change with the environment that's changing around you and be like water.
Very good. 2 TikToks. Banger.
They're going to be so average TikToks. And
No, we'll see.
You know what's going to happen? I'm going to look back on it. I'm going to be like, what the fuck? I said
read
that.
all the comments. This guy's an idiot.
Yeah, bro.
This guy's fucking stupid.
I'm going to go back on the comments and be
The
like,
fuck is this guy saying?
bro, what is this guy going on about? I'll be like, I don't know either, man. But I do. I'm not saying I do know what I'm talking about, but I'm saying like the mentality and the principles behind that mentality is something that not only I would value, but I think everyone should. Because even if I don't talk to people much, or I've like cut people off, or not cut them off, but like grown apart, I don't like wish them to fail. Like I still want to wish them to succeed. So in saying that, I feel like that's definitely something that everyone needs to, that and having a good work ethic. Like I'm very grateful for my parents, because I'm grateful for my parents for a lot of reasons. Like they do so much for me, and I I couldn't thank them enough, honestly. But there's one thing they taught me, and it's having a good work ethic. And that's something I very, very much value. Because I feel like with a good work ethic and a clear idea of where you want to go, you'll be able to do it. Like, do whatever.
You can do it all.
Dude, as corny as it sounds, like, you do whatever you want to do. But, like, dead set, if you have that goal and you have a good work ethic and you're able to sacrifice now to gain later, you'll it doesn't matter what that goal is, you'll get it.
100%.
So that's what
said.
That's what I'm doing.
That might be another TikTok.
Mate, three TikToks.
And we're done for the week.
Yep.
That's 3 TikToks.
And he's going back to bed.
That's all we need. We need 3 TikToks for the week, and then one every second day until the next one. So we might be done.
Here's what's the wildest
thing
that you've experienced living in the area you live in? And I'm only saying
area.
Yeah, and I'm only saying any area because I know you've moved around quite a bit. Like I've only moved 3 times. I lived in Leichhardt when I was very, very young. Like from when I was born to maybe 2 years old, 2 or 3. I lived in Leichhardt, and then we rented our family rented in Putney or Ryde. It was like pretty much on the border. I'm pretty sure it was more Putney than it was Ryde. And now, and then we moved and bought in West Ryde where we are now, and we've been here in West Ryde for like 10 years or something.
Yep.
And I know you've moved around
a lot.
So
what's your question? What's the
wildest? What's the wildest thing you've experienced living in any area that you've lived in? And I'm only saying this because I have I already have a response to my own question that people will probably will not believe.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
you know what I'm talking about. It's very.
Wait, so the wildest thing I've experienced.
Wildest thing, like, crazy neighbor, crazy scenario.
Crazy neighbor.
Crazy neighbor, mate.
I don't know.
Like living in an apartment, someone hasn't, stuck their head through a wall because they've gone full pelt and oh no, that's brick. That's solid. That's not solid. Yeah, like if it's drywall. You know how easy it is to put a hole in drywall?
Yeah.
I didn't actually realize, like, my cousin, he's about 10 years old. He got mad and he just kicked a hole in the wall. And he was 10 years old. And I'm like, wait. I was like, there's no way.
Yeah, if it's not a brick, if it's the wall's not made of brick,
it's drywall, but like people underestimate how like easy it might be to just put a hole in drywall.
Well, there's nothing there.
It's just there you go. Drywall is just
drywall. Nugget down, and that's it. Fucking wildest thing. I don't know.
Wildest thing. Bro.
Fucking what's wild? Maybe running home from Bicentennial Park.
Oh yeah, I still have the clips of that.
No, not even that. Like in the night.
Oh, at night. No, but the thing is, like, so Bicentennial is this massive park.
It's right there.
It's right there. It's huge. It's like this. It's more of a nature reserve. Like than it is
it's more of a national theme park.
Dude, dead set. Dude.
It's more of a national park.
But the thing is, it's a lovely place during the day, and at night there's literally not a single light.
No lights.
Not a single
light.
Not
a single light.
Other than headlights, because there's a road that goes through it.
Not even. The road is on the outside.
No, other than the headlights of like the cars that you might be able to see.
Fair enough. Yeah.
There's literally nothing.
There's no lights.
So
running home at night. I used to leave it too late sometimes. Like I'd run at like sunset, and then by the time I've run 5Ks, I'm like, oh shit, now it's time to go home. And I'm not gonna make it home before it's still light. So,
but like I feel like you have a bit of an issue with like dark areas. Because there's that back alley that goes behind IKEA along the train line. That is very well lit. It's very well lit,
No, it's not.
It's very well lit.
No, it's not.
It's more well. It's more
okay,
lit
it's
than
more
that.
lit than
right?
that. Yeah.
It's right next to the train line. So
yeah.
And you don't want to go down it.
No, because you don't know what's gonna be there.
Mate, I'm the most dangerous thing that'll be there.
Oh, for God's sake.
If you see, so what? I'm 200 centimeters. What's that in?
6'5".
6'5". I'm 6'5", right? If you saw a 6'5" lanky,
yeah,
just like, so like
yeah, but
like you're not doing nothing, bro.
Yeah, I know, but what if I've seen some weird fucking animals come out of there sometimes.
Animals. I was gonna say
in the mornings when I used to walk to the station for school, there'd be like some
like
fucking yeah.
Yeah, but that's a possum. Like
yeah, but it was like a cat and some deadly nah.
So that's the wackiest thing you reckon?
Probably running home at night from Bicentennial Park.
Can I one up you?
It's a pretty wild.
You want to hear something wacky?
Oh God, here we go.
Wild.
To finish off the podcast, give us this story.
West Ride.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about it.
Wild West Ride.
Let me tell you about it.
All right, go. Hit me with it.
All right. So, for the longest while, we had an old man as our neighbour. His name was Tim. Okay, his name Timmy.
Good old Timmy.
Good old Timmy. He was a great guy, and he was around when because we've got a pretty big the house is like a small little farmhouse thing, but the block's pretty big, and that's because it used to be I think it was a dairy farm. It used to be a farm of some sort, but I'm pretty sure it was a dairy farm, and it was both my house and his house that were part of the property.
Right.
So and he lived there back when it was a dairy farm with his parents. And he's very old. He was very old school, and he didn't have a wife. He didn't have kids, and he didn't have much family. Like he had I think 2 brothers, but he only spoke to one of them. He was just chilling on his own, and then out of nowhere one day his nephew rocks up, and we're like, he's got a nephew, and the nephew was very weird, very weird. You know when you just like he's just a weird guy, you know. Like you'd say, "Hey, how's it going?" He's like, like he almost doesn't know how to respond. Like he doesn't know how to talk, and he has this weird backstory, right? He says, "Yeah, I'm just helping Tim," which was a lie. He was just there because Tim was on his last legs, right? When old mate rocked up, the nephew's old mate. When old mate rocks up, Timmy's on his last legs, and he's clearly just there for the fucking property. Like he doesn't give a shit about Tim. He's just there for the property. And what happened, right? Is he comes up and he's got this weird backstory. He works for Qantas and he's got a wife and kid in Thailand. What the fuck? You know, what the fuck? What's going on here? You know, red flag.
Red flag number one.
Qantas. And we're like, all right, weird, whatever. And he gets up, he's coming home at the weirdest hours, like early in the morning, and he's leaving early in the morning. Like he's never there, and when he is there, like it'll be pitch black at night, and he'll get home. He never turns the lights on, and like we're joking around. We're like, oh, he's like a drug smuggler, smuggling drugs. Okay, drug smuggler. And then one day, and then Timmy passes away. Unfortunately, rest in peace. He's great. He was a great man, and
long live Timmy.
You know, he was losing a bit in the last couple months because I remember he drove till the very end. He drove a car till the very end, and I remember one time my mum was watering the front garden, and he drove up onto the footpath. Like he was driving on the footpath to pull up next to our fence and say hi to my mum. He drove like on the footpath. Like I'm talking like we've got a big nature strip like between the road and the footpath. He went up his driveway and then down the street on the footpath. And then back off onto the street on it. Like this guy, he just did what he wanted. He was the law, right?
He was the law.
Anyway, he passes, and then the house goes to the nephew, and then some weird shit starts happening. Like, you know, he's coming and leaving the same. And then all of a sudden, there's a kid there, and I think we saw a woman every now and then, and we just presumed, oh, that must be his kid. And then they were there for a week, and then the kid was gone, and everything was just like normal for a while. And then one day, we come home, and there's like a bunch of cars on the street, and we're like, oh, someone's throwing a party, but they were in front of our house. So we went up to it, and they were all undercover police cars. Like you could see, and they had all the gear in them. They had the front and the back caged off, and you could see the lights in the mirrors and shit. And we're like, what? And then we look in their house. His house is in the process of being raided by. Right, you had the cops with no uniform. Some of them were all black. Like they weren't SWAT, but they weren't fucking around. Right? And we're like, what the fuck is going on? And we're like, see, we told you he's smuggling drugs. Like he's a drug smuggler. Like we saw. And then as he's walking up the street and all the cops are in his house, and everyone's staring at him. He's about to walk into his house that is flooded with police officers. And we're like, holy fuck, he's going to like try and book it or something. And we're all going to be here to witness it. He walks into the house, nothing. No noise or anything. And then he's just escorted out in handcuffs by like 4 cops put in a car, and they drive away. And the cops stay there for like another couple hours, and then they leave. They're bringing shit out. And we're like, bro, what the fuck's going on? I don't know how it was released, what was going on with him. I'm pretty sure it was because we have so many children in our neighborhood. It's because like they need to know, like, but it was pedophilia, and he is still living there because his court case keeps getting pushed back. So he is on parole, but he is still. I'm living.
Wait, he still lives there?
He's still there. He's moving out. He's in the process of moving out.
I didn't know he lived there.
He is. I've been living next to a pedophile for Give or take a year.
I didn't know he was still there.
He's still there.
Oh, okay.
He's currently in the process of moving out, dude. And yeah, that's probably the wackiest thing that I've had happen to me, mate.
Thanks for watching the No Bullshit podcast. If you like it, tune in next week.
Can I plug my Instagram?
Sure, go ahead. It'll be everywhere. But yeah.
Well, can we put it right there? No, right there. Across
cover the logo. Yeah.
Here. It is. What is it? What is? I don't even know it. It's AJ Martinello, all one word. Oh, my torch is on.
Yeah.
Just AJMartiniello.
Lovely stuff. All right, are we done? I think we're done. Thanks for watching. No Bullshit. Tune in next week. Maybe some good clips from this one.
Hopefully I make it back to next week.
We'll see if you make it for next week.
Maybe old mate next door will take me away.
Yeah, oh, jeez. All right. Thanks for watching No Bullshit. Take care. Noah will be back soon. For now, it's me up until episode 9. Thanks for coming on the podcast.
It's all good.
Thanks for coming on the podcast. And yeah, all right.
Have a good one.
Done.
Maybe I shouldn't have talked about living next to a pedophile.
And then it cuts off. Maybe.